In the heart of Uttar Pradesh, India, a future bandit queen was born into a world of poverty and discrimination. This was the world of Phoolan Devi, a girl from a lower caste, born into a life of hardship in a small village. Her existence was marked by struggle, her caste and gender being her first opponents in a society that was harsh on both counts. At an age when most children are just beginning to explore the world around them, Phoolan was forced into a marriage, not just with a man but with a lifetime of abuse. This early torment sowed the seeds of a rebellion that would later shake the very foundations of the Indian caste system. Life had dealt Phoolan a harsh hand, yet it was just the beginning of her turbulent journey. This journey would take her from a small village in Uttar Pradesh to the pages of India's turbulent history as the infamous Bandit Queen. In a twist of fate, Phoolan was kidnapped by bandits, but instead of becoming a victim, she emerged as a leader. The bandits, who initially seized Phoolan, would soon find themselves under her command. Phoolan, a woman of indomitable spirit and fierce determination, turned the tables on her captors. In the dust-laden hinterlands of Uttar Pradesh, within the lawless realm of banditry, Phoolan found herself a natural leader. Her charisma and courage, coupled with her innate sense of justice, propelled her to the top echelons of the gang. Phoolan began to wield her newfound power with a sense of purpose. She turned the gang into a force of social equity, targeting the upper caste oppressors who had long subjugated her people. Phoolan, once a victim of circumstance, transformed into a symbol of rebellion. She became an embodiment of resistance against oppressive societal norms and caste-based discrimination. In the harsh world of bandits, Phoolan found power and purpose. Phoolan's reign was marked by a bloody act of revenge, the infamous Bandit massacre. In the cold winter of 1981, Phoolan led her gang into the small village of Bandit, nestled along the Yamuna River in Uttar Pradesh, India. Her target, the upper caste men who had wronged her. 22 men were slain that day, their lives brutally claimed as an act of vengeance. The massacre sent shockwaves through the nation, sparking fear and controversy in equal measure. It wasn't just the sheer brutality of the act that stunned India, but the audacity of a lower caste woman leading such an act against the upper caste. The air grew thick with unease, the power dynamic shook, and Phoolan's status as the bandit queen was further cemented. Her actions, while horrifying to many, were seen by some as a desperate cry for justice in a society that had failed her. In her quest for vengeance, Phoolan had etched her name in history. Phoolan's journey took another unexpected turn when she surrendered to the authorities and found herself in the halls of the Indian Parliament. This surrender, however, was not an admission of defeat, but a strategic move that would open a new chapter in her life. Behind bars, she found the resolve to fight her battles not with a gun, but with words and policies. After serving her prison sentence, Phoolan took to the political stage, leveraging her notoriety to advocate for the very people she came from, the lower caste and the poor. Elected to the Indian Parliament, she now had a platform to address the systemic issues that had plagued her early life. She fought tirelessly, pushing for policies that aimed to uplift the downtrodden and break the shackles of caste-based discrimination. From the dust of her village to the corridors of power, Phoolan had come a long way. She had transformed herself from an outlaw to a lawmaker, a bandit to a beacon of hope for many. Phoolan's story didn't end with her assassination in 2001. It continues in the complex legacy she left behind. As a woman who lived many lives in one, Phoolan Devi's legacy is as multifaceted as it is controversial. Her death brought about contrasting reactions, underscoring the polarizing figure she was. She was assassinated outside her Delhi home, a tragic end to a life marked by both brutality and resilience. To some, she was a hero, a beacon of resistance, a symbol of defiance against the oppressive caste system and gender inequality. She had become a champion for the downtrodden, a voice for the voiceless. But to others, she was a criminal. The Bandit massacre was a dark chapter in her story, etching her name in history as a controversial figure. Despite her later political career, her acts of violence were not forgotten. Phoolan Devi, The bandit queen, the politician, the advocate. A woman of many faces, her legacy continues to be as complex as the life she led.